10 minutes after 8 o'clock. It feels like summer just started, but the new school year will be here before you know it. Later this month for a lot of us, local financial professional Paul Durso is here from Durso Capital Management to tell us how to make sure your kids can check off their supply list without breaking the bank.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't believe already we're thinking about school.
Couple weeks.
I know, it just okay. So, first question is, what's the hype?
Well, I think it's more of a stress than it is a hype.
It is stressful.
You know, we're trying to wrap up summer, and now we're right back into buying our school supplies for our kids. And it's just a tough time for parents to wrap up the end of the summer, go out, get all the school, find the list, or school supplies, get the list together. And
make that transition, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what can parents do to make sure they send their kids off to school in style this year?
The first one is make sure you set a budget. And it got a little easier, as we were talking earlier, is when you're buying your school supplies for your kids, nowadays, depending on the school you go to, they might pool all of the school supplies together and divvy them out.
Right.
So setting a budget for school supplies just got easier because you don't have to worry about buying specific supplies for your kids.
Mm-hmm.
So
absolutely. So what about the supply list? Because usually you're given, okay, they got to get X amount of these, X amount of those.
Yeah, so you're going to get a list from school. You might get it at the end of the year. You might get it this time of year, or the end of school year last, or this time of year. Mm-hmm. Look around your home. You might actually have quite a bit of this stuff.
That's true. Good point.
It doesn't have to be brand new, so you can look around your house to see if you have anything.
And you say here, follow your favorite stores. What do you mean by that?
We'll go on Twitter, Facebook, see if you can see if there's any back-to-school shopping sales or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Also, your school might partner with a store and have special sales, which I know our school did, and there was a 15% discount if you shopped at that particular store. Sure,
yeah, that's obviously a good deal. You also say get your kids involved. What is this all about? Because, my kids could probably care less about making sure they got their supplies.
Well, if you have the patience, get your kids involved, set the budget with your kids.
Okay.
Allow them to have some fun in the purchasing process and buying different things on that list, and see if they can stay under budget, and if they do, maybe treat them or have some fun with it.
So this is a teachable moment for your kids.
Get you ready back to go to school. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Do you think parents should also shop around, or is there one particular store that they always go to that they should always go to? Or?
Well, it depends on if your school's partnered with the store or not. If they have not partnered, it'd be great to shop around, follow your favorite stores. If they have, you might just be best to go to that one store.
Okay, all right. We are making sure your kids are understand budgets. Right?
Yes.
And you get all the school supplies you need. Any other advice with that? I know you're always
You got 2 to 3 weeks to get it done, so get to the store.
Don't procrastinate.
Don't
How
procrastinate.
About that?
Yeah.
And how young is it not too young to start, like at kindergarten? I've got a kindergartner starting this year.
With
this process, be too young to teach them? Or
it's never too young.
Never too young?
No.
All right. So don't say, like, okay, my kid's in preschool, they wouldn't understand. Now's the time.
Well, they might be less distracted at that age and be into it more than a 11 or 12-year-old that's like, Mom, I'm too cool for this.
Stop it. Right, exactly. Okay, good stuff. Paul Durso, Durso Capital Management. Thank you, Paul. Good to see you. We'll be back after this break.